An ambitious group of hikers heads down the trail in the soft light of morning. Some are here for the first time. Others have been many times before, but all are ready for a challenge. It's called Hike Em All, an idea that started one summer when Sally Hubbard invited her friend Mary Priestley to hike all the trails of the South Cumberland State Park.
I decided to go through and try to figure out how we could hike all 90 miles of trails most economically. Get the fewest backtracking miles in possible. And so I came up with 14 different hikes. So we just set out and we hiked all these trails one summer.
When they finished, Sally and Mary were the inaugural members of the Hike Em All Club.
We thought, well, once we get these hikes established and we have a club, everybody will want to join. But it was a very elite club. The two of us were actually the only members of it for as long as I can remember. But the Tennessee Trails Association, the Highland Rim chapter particularly, asked us to give a talk because we had been talking about how we had done all these trails. And one of the members said, well, why don't you all write a book? And we said, oh yeah, that's a neat idea.
It remained just a neat idea until one day a check arrived to pay for a book that didn't yet exist. So Mary got busy and put it together with the help of several local artists.
Then Margaret Maidens got the brilliant idea that since there were 14 hikes and since this is 2014, we could have sort of a push for this year to encourage people and lead people on hiking all 14 in 2014. It's just amazing to me how popular this has been.
Popular enough to bring people from all over to take up the challenge. Christina Manley and her husband John traveled up from Chattanooga. For them, the hike isn't as hard as just getting here.
We have 7 kids and we hike quite a bit around Chattanooga with the kids as often as we can. But yeah, it can be a little hard to get an hour away from home without them.
So far, Christina and John have done 5 of the hikes. Today, they will make that number 6.
We've hiked our whole marriage. We like to hike together, and it was fun to come somewhere new. We'd never been to South Cumberland State Park until we saw the challenge. And so, you know, we both love to hike, and it's fun to have a challenge, I guess, to meet.
Up next on their list, hike number 12, 20 miles through the Savage Gulf.
I enjoy the physical challenge as well as just seeing the beautiful creation and new places.
Spread out over 24,000 acres covering 4 different counties, South Cumberland State Park is filled with beautiful creation.
We have so much to offer, natural beauty that people just really don't know about.
It's a very unique park. There's parts that are called a refugium where it's basically trees that shouldn't be growing down in this southern part of Tennessee.
From up top on the plateau, we have this more dense hickory type forest, and then you get down into the gorge and the hemlock and poplar. It's a whole different forest as you go down, which is, it's amazing. I think this is one of the only places in the world that is like that.
We've got amazing cliffs and then deep, deep gorges in between the cliffs. The gorges are so deep and narrow that in many places what you find are northern plants that migrated down here from Canada right before the last ice age.
There is so much to see. Ask folks what their favorite spot is, and most will tell you someplace different.
Lost Cove Cave was my favorite so far. It was a nice strenuous trail, but not long, and I loved the cave and the water at the bottom. It was great.
If I had to pick one, I would probably call it Sycamore Falls, yeah. It's a great place to do whatever, sit and read for a while, and just sit and be and soak it all in.
Raven Point in the Fiery Gizzard. It's an overlook that is incomparable anywhere that I know of, and it's a spot that I really, really love.
This is the Great Stone Door, part of hike number 8 on the list. It's about a 10-mile loop, but don't worry if that sounds too long. Here at South Cumberland, there are a number of hikes of different length and difficulty, and you can find one that'll work for you.
There's something for everyone and all kinds of terrain.
So Big Creek, and Savage Creek join Collins River.
This park can be as easy or as strenuous as you like, depending on the trail you choose. Backpacker Magazine ranks the Fiery Gizzard one of the top 10 consistently because, you know, it's so beautiful and so difficult too.
Difficult hikes can be a little intimidating on your own, so the Friends of South Cumberland started organizing group hikes like today's.
This hiking with a group idea has helped a lot of people have the confidence to say, hey, okay, well, if a group's going, I'm going to go out and do it, and they've been able to experience parts of the park they might not have otherwise.
For Nolan, leading the hikes gives him a chance to share something personal.
Whenever John Muir talked about the importance of parks, he said that, you know, we needed places to play in and pray in. And this has been my sanctuary, my place to play in and pray in for years. And we've had a lot of people that it was their first time to a specific waterfall or to a point, and you just see the light in their faces, and it's a great feeling.
A feeling Nolan and the rest of the Friends group hope many more people will find by following their footprints.
This is a bucket list item, to hike all the trails at South Cumberland State Park.
I'm Ken Tucker on the Wild Side.